This is Paige with Front Page Metal News, and I'm talking with Joel from Get Scared. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. Well, I guess the first thing I'd like to talk about is what it's been like joining Get Scared. Were you a fan of Get Scared before joining the band? How did that come about?
See, it's weird. Okay, so I was in a local band called Dear Chandelier. We were from Orlando, Florida, and I was with them for about a year by the time that I joined Get Scared. And I was kind of like torn between like having to leave like my friends in that band to come into this band, but it was a really nice opportunity. So pretty much like I was doing that for a while with Dear Chandelier, and then I got the offer from my friend Tyler. My friend Tyler sings for a band called, well, he used to sing for a band called What Was Me, and his name's Tyler Carter. He hit me up and told me that they lost Nick, and from there it kind of just like escalated into like a phone call that night, and then the next day like I was talking about flight plans, and then all of a sudden I was out in LA recording the new single Skin, which was new in January, but yeah. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, like lifestyle change for sure. I'm traveling a lot, which I wasn't before, and I finally get to do, what I love, and travel with it too. So it's definitely been an epic change since I left being in a local band and going into something like this. But yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Well, how long have you been into music? Were you in bands before that? Is this something that you always wanted to do?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, yeah. I've been in all kinds of bands growing up. I've been in like the music scene since I was like 12, playing guitar, whether I'm playing guitar for a band or playing piano for a band or singing or drumming or any of those things. I've been doing them all since I've been before the walk. My parents are very supportive of my music, and they've been pushing me to do it since I've been really young. So it's kind of been like, it feels like this is what I'm destined to do. I haven't really done anything else besides that. So,
Oh, that's
yeah.
incredible. We've had such a positive response from Get Scared fans. Were you at all concerned with what your reception would be after the departure of Nick Matthews?
Oh, I was absolutely concerned. Just because of the fact that I had no idea what to expect. I'd never been in something or a part of something or affiliated with something that was of the level that Get Scared was when I joined, and it definitely turned into a warm welcome for sure. It wasn't as hectic and hateful as I thought it was going to be. There obviously are those few people that troll and do all that stuff online, but those are the people that help you out as well. It might be being negative, but there's no such thing as bad publicity. So, I mean, anything that's going on with it, whether it's hate or love, it's all working towards our favor. So, but it was definitely awesome.
Well, you released some songs on YouTube about bullying and self-harm, and also you've written on your Facebook trying to raise awareness of this. Do you think that by doing that and taking the time to talk with Get Scared fans, that it's helped you to make a stronger connection with them?
Oh, absolutely. It's like if you were, it's okay. Say I would have joined the band and I wouldn't have engaged in any kind of communication with the kids. It wouldn't have had nearly as much of an impact, nor would it doesn't just help them, it helps me too. Like I really, really, really like communicating with people. It's when we're humans, that's what we're supposed to do. So when I joined and I started to really see that kids latched onto that kind of stuff, I really started to push it on YouTube and on my solo stuff. While obviously while continuing to work on my endeavors with Get Scared, I simultaneously was doing all my stuff for my solo stuff and made sure that I didn't lose momentum with that, because it's like my outlet. We're not always recording and writing as a band. We were the first 6 months, but now it's all preparation for the road and doing other stuff. So as far as having that outlet, it's once we stop writing, it's like I still have to have that outlet that I can put my emotions and things towards. So, and a lot of the people that listen to our band are of a pretty young age. We have a lot of older fans too, but a lot of them are really young, like middle school, early high school, and a lot of them are going through some problems that this world would never understand. And at such a young age too. So being able to communicate with them and being an advocate of anti-suicide and self-harm awareness has definitely helped solidify a pretty good communication identification level with all the kids and with everybody else who's fans of Get Scared, and it's definitely helped the change settle in too. So, but yeah.
Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about the new EP that Get Scared is releasing, Built for Blame, Laced with Shame. What was the process like while writing the material? How has the vibe been within the band while working together?
Oh, it's been incredible. Honestly, like from day one, like I remember, let me think real fast. So the first night that Brad got a hold of me, or Lloyd, everybody calls him Lloyd, first night Lloyd got a hold of me, he actually sent me a demo, and he's like, here, you should record the note and send it to me back when you can. And this, because of the fact that Florida has like a 2-hour time difference in Utah, whenever I recorded it, and I actually recorded it and sent it back to him the same night, and it was weird because he had just told me, like, here, check your email, like, I sent you the demo, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden, like, I took like an hour of my time and just knocked it out and sent it back to him, and because of the time difference, it was still pretty early in Utah, and he was just like super stoked, and like we kind of fell in love from there. We've all been writing since January. I think, actually, yeah, we've been writing like every day since I joined the band, which was like, I don't know, like December 24th or something like that, or maybe a little earlier, 18th, or 19th, I'm not sure. But the writing process has been phenomenal. It's been different than any other band I've been in because we all kind of like, every one of us has been through the whole like filtering process with like being in different bands and finding out like things about yourself that you don't like or that you do like, and how you work with other people. And it's just kind of been like a free combination between all of us. Like we really do like gel well together, and there's like obviously there's drama, like, you know, everybody has drama, but there's just this like connection we have when we write that's like way different than anything I've ever been a part of, and it's definitely a mutual feeling. Also, like with recording and writing the EP, we've been doing that since January, and we haven't really stopped until we finished recording, and we just finished recording the Built for Blame, Laced with Shame. We finished that back in early June. So we spent like 2.5 weeks out there with our really good friend Eric Ron, and he's like this incredible producer. He's young, and he has a vision and like a passion for music like unlike anyone I've ever met. He definitely is in it for the well-being of like the client and the band. It's definitely a really cool experience. I've never actually had to have got to have an experience outside of like recording myself in my house. So doing that for me was definitely like a whole new road. The rest of the band has obviously recorded this. They recorded with John Sullivan and stuff like that prior to this. But for me to record over in LA with Eric was incredible. To write with Eric was incredible. We definitely changed some hooks around the choruses, and like he kind of gave his vision into it as well as ours. And like the cool thing is he definitely listened to our vision more than I'm sure most people would. And we have a lot of creative control at the same time with him, like, you know, interjecting what he wanted to do with the songs too. So the whole writing of it was awesome. The feel of the EP is definitely dark. Very hits close to home with like a lot of my problems, which also are a lot of problems that those also go down and relate with a lot of the problems people are having that are fans of our band too. I definitely took into consideration what everybody else is feeling in this world, just because I've been through a lot of the same stuff, if not less, and a lot of kids have gone through more for sure. But still, like writing something that hits home with people, like that's how you write a good song, and we definitely try to do that as a band and make all the music gel well with the lyrics and make all the lyrics relatable, and it's just like from all of our hearts. It's definitely deeper than a lot of the stuff that I've ever written, so it's really fun. I'm excited for the 28th when it comes out. It's definitely going to be a different style of music than before, but not too different. It's just you know, when you get a new voice in the band, it changes things, and it's, you know, it's inevitable. You can't really help that, but it's definitely kept the same Get Scared sound, just, you know, maybe a different angle. So yeah.
Was there a certain song that you're most excited for fans to hear? Maybe one that you relate to the most?
Absolutely. There is a song called Start to Fall, and it is like track 4 on the EP, and that is definitely a song I am super excited for the world to hear. definitely that one, Start to Fall. It's going to be really awesome. It's got a very, it has a lot more imagery to it too. It's not so straightforward. Like the verses have more imagery than the lyrics. Unlike the other songs where they're more straightforward about feelings, this one kind of hides it a little bit. So I feel like it'll help kids like find their own meaning in it, more so than like it just being laid out for them and like them being, oh, okay, that's what it means. They'll kind of be able to make their own meaning out of it. And the chorus is very, very simple and jumpy and like, it's just the whole song has a groove to it, so it's pretty cool. It'll be fun live. It's definitely, we've been practicing a lot, and that's one of my favorite ones to play for sure.
So what's coming up next for Get Scared? Will you guys be touring to promote the new material?
Oh, absolutely. We have, so today actually we had the alternative press premiere for our new song, Problematic. And we're on the front page, and they did a feature for us, which is freaking awesome. And so that happened today. As of tomorrow, I actually fly back to Florida, and I start like saving up some stuff because I had to make some money before tour, and then we leave on the 12th or September 12th or something like that. And then we have a small tour with this band called Dead Rabbits, which is Craig Mabbitt's new band. And so we do that tour from the 12th to 29th, and then from there, we're actually, I'm not really sure if we want to talk about it, but we have a full U.S. and full North America tour, like Canada, like it's a 41 city, like Canada and USA tour with a few bands that we're planning for October. And then after that, I'm sure there's more stuff too. Everything's kind of been rolling in like fast, a lot faster than it was in the beginning, because we kind of have like all of our stuff lined up now, and Eric is the man. He just knows how to get stuff done, and we have an awesome publicist, and they've been helping us line things up. So besides like a bunch of tours, other than that, I'm sure we're going to be recording like the full length after we're done a few tours, and I have no idea other than that though. So yeah.
Was there anything that I didn't mention that you would like to talk about? Maybe a message to your fans?
I just want everybody to keep their heads up. It's like it's so easy to forget about music, and it's really easy to forget how powerful music can be if you're down or if you're upset or if you are in, like that kind of mindset. It's really easy to just like shut yourself off and be quiet and think too much, and music is like one of the things in life that will always have some like a larger amount of purity and relatability than a lot of other things in life, and so I think people forget that. And like at the same time, like when we get to express ourselves through music and it helps them out, and at the same time like it helps us out because we're putting our feelings out there, and then every once in a while, there's people who can relate to it, and that's like the beauty of this whole entire thing. It's like the reason why I'm doing it. I don't know, because I know when I was younger, like the average age of our fans, like I said, being really young, I was definitely like, I would find a band and then just latch onto it, and like every time I would go through things, like they would usually write songs about it. It was like they could read my mind. So I kind of want it to be like that for us. I want to help, I want to change the world, to be honest with you. And I think that we're on the right track with that. This is definitely my first rodeo with like doing stuff in the actual industry, but I think that it's been an awesome start, and yeah, I know. Bottom line, I just want kids to know that they can always talk if they need to, and there's never, like, nothing good ever comes out of just like penting up all your feelings. So, whether you let it out through communicating through music or listening to it or talking to us, or, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know, yeah.
Well, this has been great. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me.
Oh, no problem at all.